And the time right now, 11:18 on your Sunday night after a pretty wet end of the weekend. We're drying out. We still have a few clouds out there, but once we get towards tomorrow morning, we're talking brilliant sunshine, but that sunshine won't do much to warm us up, at least to start the day, looking at 40s for most of us. Let's take a live look outside, though, right now in Old Saybrook, where you still see a few clouds out there, but they are illuminated, and they're illuminated by a full moon. The full moon out there is tonight. It's called the corn moon. It's usually when corn is harvested in North America, so that's where it gets its name. But looking good. Visibility in New Haven, excellent. Look at that Pearl Harbor Memorial Bridge. A very pretty shot there. Temperature 66 degrees. Hasn't changed much from where things were earlier, at least in the Hartford area. Only 67 degrees today, well below our average of 79. Overnight, we were about 59, a couple degrees above average with all that rain. Tonight, we're well below that 47, looking at, or that 57, I should say, closer to about 47. First Alert Live radar scanning the state dry, a much needed break after yesterday and much of today, where 2 to 3 inches of rain fell. Some amounts in some towns were a bit higher than that. So we're calling it a drought busting rain event for sure, especially along the shoreline. Still in that normally dry situation, but coming up for Thursday, we'll get our new maps in. There's got to be improvements considering all the rain that we've seen over the past day or so. Temperatures, they're falling quickly through those 50s. Notice these wind arrows right out of the north and west. So 54 in Salisbury, 58 in Torrington, and we're looking at, or 56, I should say, and then we're looking at 55 in Waterbury, but just off towards the west, that blue shading, already some towns in the upper 40s, maybe through Southbury, where, yeah, you're looking at the 40s by morning for sure. 24-hour temperature change, we're down a few degrees all across the state, and by morning it is going to be a much cooler start to the day tomorrow than what we saw today. Notice how clear skies will allow our temperatures to cool very quickly into those 40s, and this 48 is in the Hartford area, so those outlying towns, yeah, you're going to need the jacket at the bus stop for sure. Now our dew point, which measures our moisture levels as well as our comfort level, stays very pleasant through most of the week. I mean, even through Wednesday, this one little spike. That's just our next shower chance. We'll show you that in just a second. Right now, let's take a look at First Alert Futurecast in the near term. You're waking up to a lot of sunshine tomorrow, maybe a few high, thin clouds. It will just filter out that sun a little bit. The whole day is fine. Tuesday, almost a carbon copy, those high, thin clouds to start the day. And then by Wednesday, we're just watching these clouds come in, and some indications are maybe a shower to start the day, but it's with an area of low pressure that is much farther towards the south. You'll see on one of our other computer models, Wednesday morning, notice how this rain shield is just off to the south of Connecticut and possibly making it into southern Connecticut. So the best chance for any showers on Wednesday would be extreme southeastern Connecticut, but notice this area of low pressure, how close it gets. This has come closer in the latest trends, so we'll be keeping a close eye on it. Right now, we're going optimistically dry, clouds for sure, but yeah, we're looking at the possibility of some showers, especially south and east. The tropics, 3 days away, 4 days away from the peak, and there's nothing out there. So good news there. You didn't miss Gabrielle. It was expected to form and then did not. A lot of dry air and wind shear out there. So good news in terms of the tropics. Your forecast lows tonight. Notice all the 40s, 43 in Salisbury. A chilly start to the day tomorrow. Forecast highs on your Monday, looking at those 70s, but low 70s, so falling short of our average of 79. The next few days, some fall-like feel. Wednesday, those increasing clouds, maybe a spot shower chance. By Thursday, a nice warm day near 80, and then behind a cold front that will come through dry, looking at those 70s, low 70s once again, possibly warming up by this time next week. Cassidy?
Looks like a beautiful week. Thanks, Scott.